Boom, boom. All the rest of Mardi Gras is going to be awesome. Last night was a less cold night. And it wasn't that cold. It wasn't that cold. Where are we at? 445, resources, assignments, biomark, stem, blast, more blast, rep place blast, rep place blast. Alright, so we're going to do more blast. Shocking. What we're going to do is, last time we built all tRNA database, we built RFAM database. Today we're going to build rep base database. This is all known repeats. All right, we're going to use a little older versions, a little smaller, builds continually, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Blasting rep base. Okay, good. This is like the first paper. When's your second draft of your paper? Is that today?
I think it's Monday.
Today?
Monday?
Today, right? Everybody seems to have it and be smiling. So yeah, probably so though. But with that paper, we're essentially going to redo that today. We're going to do a very abbreviated version of what we did in that paper, just to give you an idea. So what you should have learned from the first paper is that a lot of micronames were formed from repeats. So what we're going to go do is first we're going to set up a database called RepBase. Second, we're going to format the database. Third, we're going to blast all mouse microname stem loops against that database. And what we'll see is several of the microname stem loops will be directly formed from repeats. We'll be able to see a few of those. But first thing is go get RepBase. So we're going to go to this place called Gear Institute. Stands for the Genomic Institute. No, Genomic something Research Institute. Sounds right. Genomic Information or Informatics. Definitely going to be one of those. Genomic Informatics, Information Research Institute. Sure. All right, we can go there. Genetic Information. Well, genetics. Same thing. Research Institute and Geary RepBase. All right, let's go back and look see what we're supposed to do. Blah, blah. We're going to follow the RepBase link. We're going to download the FASTA file, RepBase 1712 FASTA.tar. Alright, so let's go do that. We're going to go to the download link. Download, blah, blah, blah. RepBase. How do I get to it? Why are there no words? And software. Virtual RepBase, RepBase submitter, repeat master libraries. Didn't used to be here. Go to RepBase. Downloading the FASTA file. Well, I'm in RepBase. I went to download. It's not there.
Archive.
Thank you. That sounds right. All right. When that opens up, you have to be registered with this site. And the registration information is this. GM Borchert. That's Glenn Mark. It's for Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. True story. Glenn Mark, Borchert, and 4TTKCF. That's what your login information is. Blah, blah. Archive. We'll assume that's right. That's right. Brought me into here. And the one that you're going to download is RepBase 1712 FASTA. You can find RepBase 1712. All the versions, 1712. There's a lot of versions after that. This is one that I've worked with before. We're all going to use the same one. It's the one from 2013. That'll work. All right. And the FASTA. We want the FASTA format. Click it. I'm going to save it to Blast 7. That's where we want everything, right? Blast 7. Save. Now that file is, okay, we got to find something better for this. Okay, I'll do that here in a minute. Well, now let's Blast 7. In Blast 7, I can find my RepBase 1712 FASTA tar. And I believe I can just unzip that once. Extract here. Now what you can see is now it says a tar file, .fasta. I think we can blast that as is. You can unzip it again, but it makes a bunch of subfolders. Let's just try this one, the tar file. See if that'll work. I kind of think it will. We'll find out real quick. How are we going to find out? We need all mouse mirror stem loops. So I went and got RepBase 17.12, and I unzipped it in my Blast 7 folder. So now I'm just going to go get mouse stem loops, I am sitting in the morning in the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour my coffee. He feels it only halfway in before I even argue. He is looking out the window. Somebody coming in. I went on the house. I'm going to go to the bottom. Tick-tock, we don't stop. It is always nice to see you, says the man. Okay, I'm a stem loop, select all. Fetch sequences. Tell you, lied to you a couple times. Alright. Control A, Control copy. Start me a notepad file. Control paste. File. Save as. Last 7. Mouse. Near. Stem loops. .text. You guys are like, dude, you didn't change. Nobody. You didn't change the use of T's. Yeah, I lied to you, but I still code T's. Save. I just wanted you to practice replacing use of T's. So now I got two things. I got a rep base 17.12.tar, or it's .fasta tar file. I think Blast can use that. We're gonna find out real quick. And then I got mouse mirror stem loops. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over here. Ooh, look, we're home. Unfortunately, nobody's used it, so I've still got my Blast 7 window. I'm going to boom, 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 format database. And I'm going to drag in, I should have my other folder open. I'm going to drag in my tar file. It is always nice to see someone behind the counter. The woman who has come in is shaking her umbrella. Damn it. Now when you do it, this is what you're gonna say. You see all that gump? Everybody, or nobody saw that?
Yeah.
Everybody saw that? And if you start rolling up, there's gonna be a lot of these. And if you read the individual error, it says error. Blah blah blah. This one, gypsy52.zm_I, hashtag gypsy, hashtag ZMA, blah blah, error, whatever. It didn't like that sequence. And if I scroll up, there's about 100 of those sequences that it did not like. Now in the past in this class, I have made people go into the file and fix each one of those individual sequences. And you know what? Screw that. Because here's the thing, there's a million sequences in this file. And if 100 of them don't work, I don't care. I got 999,900 sequences left. We'll just go with those. Okay? We've got, so yeah, there's a few errors, but if I can scroll up this quickly and see the end of the errors, that means there's less than 100. No bigs. We're fine. But the end result, here's what you can do. When I get to the bottom, I can now look at my repbase.fasta file. I can scroll over. Let me do that. Here's my repbase fasta. It's about 100,000 kilobytes big, whatever. I made a tar file and in file in the tar. You see that I made those? As long as they're there, my NHR, my NIN, and my NSQ, and they've got a file size, everything worked and it'll work. All right? So everything seems to have worked. We can go with this. So we now have repbase as a database. All right. So now all's left is the fun part: blasting 1,500 mouse sequences against a million repbase sequences. Let's do that fun. Format database, blast all, program, blast in. What's my database? My database is that first repbase 17.12 FASTA. What's my input? My input is the mouse mirror stem loops. Or you can do it the other way. Either way. Oh no, because I made a formatted database repbase. And then what's my output? My output's going to be mouse mirror versus repbase. Now I'm just going to go back and check the homework and make sure that I didn't give you any specific. Oh, I did. All right, let me show you this command line. We're going to add in a command. I don't think we've directly used W7. These are the flags I want you to run. Again, it's always blast all program, blast in database. Always. Drag it in. Input. Drag it in. Output. Name it something. Here are our flags. It's an Excel file, so we want an M8. And it's a dash M8. Always have a filter false. we are blasting microRNAs. The longest microRNA stem loop is 150 base pairs. The longest one. So some of them are 60 base pairs. A 15 base pair window is a pretty big window for that. I want to use a smaller window size. It makes the program work a little harder to scan every 7 base pairs versus every 15 base pairs. But because I've got such short sequences, I'm going to use a W7. If I'm blasting short sequences, I'll throw a W7 on. If I try it and the program says, hell no, I can't do it, which you will see in the course of this class. A local machine will not be able to do something when I try to do. When that happens, and if you've got a W7, take the W7 off, and it'll still work. And we'll come across it. But for today, we're going to do a capital W7. It has to be a capital. All flags are case sensitive. Lowercase m, a capital F, capital W, the number 7, and let's start with an e-value of 0.1. See what we get. All right. Now below that it says hit Control C while it's running and see what happens. Let me show you that. All right, I got my output M8 filter false. My E value I'm changing to 0.1, and I'm throwing on a W7. The only thing you do with these blasts, the blast command line is always the same. Blast all program, blast in, drag in your database, drag in your input, name and output. Then the only thing you change are the flags. Right? Our flags today are M8 filter false, E1 or E.1 and W7. I hit enter. Now it's thinking a lot. It's normally a local blast. Some local blasts, even of course in this class, we may run them overnight because it's going to take overnight for it to do it. I don't know if it's working or not. So, see, like the blast all has stopped working, right? And you're in the course. Why? Because we just blasted 1,500 sequences against 1,000,000 sequences locally, and we gave it a window size of 7 and an e-value of 0.1. That's pretty demanding. Didn't work. Now I'm just going to do it again just to show you this. Now, if I'm worried that it's not going to work, it's been running for 10 minutes and it's not working, I can hit Control C, and that'll stop the blast. All right? That'll stop the blast. Then what would I do? Then I would go over to my folder, blast 7, and I would say, where's my output file mouse mirrors versus repbase versus RFM. I messed up the title. Doesn't matter. I didn't really get anything. It's just there's too much. So as I told you last time, first thing that I do in this scenario with these files is I would take off the W7. Even though I wanted it, we might miss a few hits. Let's take off the W7 and see if it'll run. No, it did not like that either. It said hell no. All right, so what can we do? I can't do W7. E value of 0.1. Let's make it 0.001. Right. Finished. All right. So there's a few things that are happening there. If I've got an E value of 0.1, that's probably returning every 6 base pair, 7 base pair complementarity, right? Which is more than I need by far. Right? So all I did was change my E value from 0.1 to 0.001. It finished immediately. Right? We can go look at our results. Now, as you're running blasts in this class, you start doing your own blasts, right? What you're going to have to figure out is how to get the most information, most useful information you can using this program, these tools. Quick, yes. All right. So now when I ran the blast at 0.01, I got 2,100 hits. When I run a blast, I usually like to get a few thousand hits. Right? If I'm getting millions of hits and I can't even open the file, or the file won't even run, then loosen it up or tighten it up a little bit. Lower eval, right? 0.0000001. Fine. If I can get 10,000 hits, fine. Ton of information. All right, we got 2,000. We'll go with this. Today we changed our flags from M8 filter false W7. Now, if I was really concerned about this, I might drop my E value a little more down to 0.00001 and put the W7 back on. There's different things you can do. But what we did is change the 0.1 to 0.001 and kill the W7. Which left us with this. M8 filter false, either 0.001. And this is what we got. What do we get? That's the next question. Now I got a bunch of hits, 2 microRNA stem loops. What am I interested in? First thing I like to do when I get a bunch of hits like this is sort by length. Right? Let's sort by length. Let's go data, sort by column D, largest to smallest. All right, now the smallest hit I got was 20 base pairs. That's not bad. That's about where I would draw my cutoff anyway. So I think our E-value is actually perfect. All right. If I had a bunch of 7 base pair hits, I would just delete those anyway. We can go back and I can get them. I just don't care. 20 is a good cutoff for a microRNA. It depends on what you're blasting. And as we start doing blasts and different blasts, we'll talk about what you should get, right, or what you would expect. For a microRNA, I know a microRNA is 20 base pairs long. If I've got a 20 base pair perfect hit, pretty damn good. All right. So this is a good cutoff. It's a good threshold. I think everything worked. Let's see what we actually got. Mirror 3470, microRNA 3470 in mouse, MMU, musculus, right? Hit a murine, that stands for mouse too, B1 element. So this is assigned to mouse. The mirror 3470B was clearly made from a B1. Just like humans have ALUs, mice have B1s. Right? So this one was made for this guy. Mirror 467, also in mouse, is made from whatever the hell that is. It's a type of repeat, right? Again, 3470, you already know that's made from a mirroring. Mirror 8115 is made from another sign, B3 element. Mice have B1s, B2s, B3s instead of ALUs. Mirror 680, when I say it was made from it, what do I mean it made from? The whole stem loop, right? The whole stem loop is 100, 120 base pairs long. We hit the whole thing with 90% identity. It's clearly a B1 element, right? We hit the whole 3470, 160 base pairs. We hit it with 91% identity. Identity, those alignments are beautiful, right? If I look over my E-values, I got E to the negative 31. Here, let's just for fun, I'm gonna do this. You don't have to do this. I'm gonna do this just to show you. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna drop some more E's on this, and I'm gonna hit. But I'm gonna take off, and I'm gonna do this. This is just for you guys to show you. Tick tock, tick tock. All right, now I'm gonna go back to my folder. Boom, 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 boom. So we're just going each sequence in the database. What did you hit? Nothing, 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 nothing. When I say it is this thing, look at this. This is endogenous retrovirus B4, right? An LTR retrotransposon, 1B in mouse. We hit it 108 of 110 base pairs, right? If you can't look at that and tell me that mouse, microRNA, whatever the hell, which one we hit, I don't know, we have to go and see, is an endogenous retrovirus B4, you're an idiot. It's the same sequence, right? Everybody understand? That was the first paper we did in this class. The first paper this class did is we took all microRNAs, we took all repeats, we blasted them together to find out which microRNAs you could definitively say this microRNA is an endogenous retrovirus B4. It is, right? And you can't look at that and see it, you're stupid. That was how the paper should have read. That's the tone I was going for. All right? Yeah, just showing you what we're seeing. What you're seeing here, you can now see here, right? So when it's saying 91% identity across 116 base pairs, you have an idea what that looks like if you actually do the alignment, right? Beautiful. All of these are pretty. Now let's see what your assignment said to do. Your assignment for today was to run, the main thing today was for you to set up RetBase as a database. Now you should have all tRNAs as a database. You have RFAM as a database. You have RetBase as a database. Don't throw those away. You need those. It's part of where we're building a tool set for you guys to have locally on your machines. You can now blast unknown sequences, all known repeats, all known non-coding RNAs, all known tRNAs is a non-coding RNA, but it's a much bigger data set, and try to figure out what they are. Obtain all mouse stem loops, blah, blah. Look at the output file, reset your e-value for realistic value. We set it to 0.01. Check your output, number of the unique stem loops that appear to contain repeats, and place them at the top of a new sheet in DA09, place your output. So what we're going to number the unique microRNA stem loops that appear to be formed from repeats. Well, how many mouse microRNA stem loops were formed from repeats? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this file. We've done unique stuff before. We can just do it over here. Do it this way. This is easy. I'm going to say, okay, column A tells me, now if you look at this, mirror 3470B. We know, let's look at these first 5. Mirror mirror 3470 dB. It was made from a B1 element. We're not sure if it's a mirror 4, a mirror 3, a mirror 2, a mirror 1, or a B1 sine must. We know it's a B1 element, right? What I know is 3470 dB is made from a B1 element. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort this. We're not sort, excuse me. We are going to find the unique micronays that are in this list. We believe all of them. All right, so now I'm going to come over here to N. We've done this before. Advanced. Okay, advanced what? Copy another location. Unique records only. Copy what? Copy A. Copy it to N. Okay. Now there's a glitch in it. Delete. Chip stalls out. Whatever. All right. How many micronays did we find? 69. 69 mouse micronays. We can definitively say just from this blast. Now we can get more complicated. Now what we did in that paper was I said this. Now this is the truth. The truth. All right. This is where that paper got a little more complicated than this. Here's a micronase stem loop in the genome. All right. Sometimes the first bit of a repeat on this side, the back side of the repeat formed from the same guy. If you just blast the stem loop, you won't see it. So what we did is we took, just like you did in mirror base, the 100 base pairs upstream, the 100 base pairs downstream, took the whole microname and blasted back. All right, that's what when we did. What's that thing? Biomark the other day. That's where that came from. Is we found that if we just blasted the stem loops, we lost a lot of the repeats. The repeat origin. So we took the whole with the length. Whatever. Just taking the micronate stem loops, we come up with 69. Now I'll show you one more little trick. We're just going to number these guys. Just for funs and shits and giggles, I'm going to come to the top. I'm going to put a 1 right here. And then I'll click on this, pull down to the bottom. Now why would you make me do this? I number stuff all the time. And then I'm going to come up here. Oh, I don't have it on my thing. I'm going to add a new button up here. You're going to customize the ribbon called fill. All commands. Fill. I use fill for several things. This is one of the simpler things. Add. What? Nah. Bar. What? Dude, where am I at? What's happening? Customize the quick access toolbar. All commands. Fill. Some bitch. Fill. Yeah, that's right. Add. I don't know where I was at. I'm here. Alright. Now if I look up here, there's this button got an arrow on it. It's called fill. You can use this for a lot of manipulations in Excel. Right now we're just going to use it to count stuff and put numbers next to it. It gets more complicated than that. You can fill stuff in increasing increments, whatever. Right now, I'm just going to say fill and a series, linear growth, step value 1, boom. And then I'm going to go over here, I'm going to highlight these. This is what I'm looking for in your assignment, that you have 69 mouse micronays that were formed from repeats. Everybody follow? And then I'm going to say file, save as, blast 7, Excel work, Excel workbook, and it's going to call it DA09.
Yes.
Yes. Orchard. Save. Run a blast. That's it. That's your class. What's going on, Princess Hathaway?
I lost you at the fill part. How you
All right.
fill it.
Phil. Okay, you gotta go. Okay, you gotta go all in.
Yeah. Well, I can get it open, but it looks like this.
Fucking, fucking here, brings me this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,